What's going on, beautiful people? Happy Hump Day! Welcome to another episode of Ladies Night Radio Show. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax, and we are coming to you live from the Good News Studio tonight and every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30. That's right. We're going twice a week, you guys. Double the pleasure. Whoop, whoop. Take it how you want. Take it how you want. But that's right. For the whole month of July. Did you unmute us? I just want to make sure.
I did, but you said take it how you want, and my mind just went somewhere else.
Oh, of course it did. Of course it did, Crazy Maria. You know who that is. You know that voice. That is Crazy Maria joining me in the studio. That's right. It's just the ladies tonight. So like I was saying, the good news will be going double. We're doubling up for the month of July. So most of the shows, not all, but most of the shows are going to be going twice a week. So Ladies Night is one of those shows that is going to be going twice a week for the whole month of July. And Wednesday and Fridays is our night. So make sure you tell a friend if they missed today. Make sure you tell them. Tune in on Wednesday and Friday for Ladies Night. That is right. I'm excited. How are you feeling about that, Maria?
I'm excited too, but I was a little thrown off. You know, I haven't been here in a week. So if you guys didn't hear an intro music, my bad. I had it on mute. So just, letting you guys know my fuck ups as they're coming up.
Okay. I'm sure they didn't even catch it until you said something.
It's all good. You got to catch your own mistakes. That's how you get better.
Yes. And hopefully with us going twice a week, we're going to be the best at this for sure. So
that's right.
Speaking of the good news, I have an announcement. So we are currently having a fundraiser for this growing network, as you may know. The Good News radio station is a Black-owned radio and podcast network. We have set our goals on creating a safe space and opportunities for those who want their voices heard. We opened our first studio back in 2017, and if you guys have been following me since then, you know everything that we've been going through. And, now we have created a community of 16 shows and over 30 personalities on our network. But due to COVID-19, we have been unable to successfully continue our goals of upgrading and expanding the network to bring great content and joy to our audience as planned. To all of you guys, we want the best for y'all. But this funding will do more than just help us expand. It will be a stepping stone to helping us create a better app, update our security at our studios, and help us to be that staple that we plan to be in our communities with our annual socks and underwear drive for the homeless. That's right. Good job, Maria. A percentage of these funds will be donated to an organization that helps fight against social injustice and for fair treatment of Black and brown people in America. The Good News represents kindness, love, and equality with all of the different ethnicities and communities that we have represented in and on our network, LGBT community, Latinx, etc., all of that. So let's do some good together, and we truly appreciate all of your support and hope that you find this cause worthy of donating to. So if you are interested in donating, even if it's just $1, that's it. That's less of a Starbucks drink. Please go to our Instagram at The Good News Radio. That's exactly how it sounds, The Good News Radio, and the link is in our bio. So just go ahead and donate $1, just $1. It's not even the price of a Starbucks drinks,
Right.
So go ahead and it's going to a good cause. It's going to people and we just want to, make the whole listening experience to you 100% better. I know that I've talked to a lot of people, and they've, given some insight like, oh, I wish your app did this, or, and so we want to make all those changes and kind of make the whole listening experience amazing for you guys. So with that money, that's exactly where it's going to be going, mostly to our app, because it costs a pretty penny to upgrade this app of ours. But you know what, you guys are worth it, and we want to go ahead and make sure that we do that for you. So once again, make sure you guys donate and tell your friends and family to listen to Ladies Night every Wednesday and Friday. All right. So now that I got that out off my chest, out my chest, whatever you want to do. Yeah. So how are you feeling, Maria? How are you feeling about going twice a week?
I'm feeling great. I'm consistent about all this. So I'm feeling really great about coming back to the studio 2 times a week. I feel like I'm becoming a star. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to start signing autographs. I need an assistant. So if you out there and you want to, come work with Crazy Maria, let me know. Take the kids to school. Pick them up for me. Go grocery shopping.
Well, damn. Where are you getting paid from the Good News? For sure. No, that is not it at all. And shout out to all of my people that were on my Instagram live. I just had to end it right now because I want you guys to go to the app, of course. But shout out to Sandra, Lily, Anna, Lore, who were in there and just showing me so much love. I hope you guys are going and transferring to our chat box. That's right. Our Good News Radio does have a chat box. So make sure you guys go ahead and say hi to us. Maria loves talking to you guys in the chat box. And if you got something to say, if you really want to be heard, call us at 323-900-0478. This is the Good News Radio Podcast Network. Hey.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I put an air horn sound effect in there for you. No, check on the left, all the way, I think, at the bottom. It should be like an air horn.
Okay.
Well, let me know when you find
I'll
it.
let you know when I find it.
Okay. Well, let's moving on to, to what's going on right now with this COVID-19. So I think last week I said we were on quarantine for 191 days, but that was false. I meant to say it was 91 days that we were on quarantine. So the update on this quarantine life week is we are going on Today is day 111. That's right. So after rolling out phase 3, California Governor Gavin Newsom announced earlier today, Wednesday, July 1st, that he's directed 19 counties, including Sacramento and Los Angeles, to shut down restaurants for indoor dining before the 4th of July weekend. That's right. Newsom also called on those counties to shut down indoor family entertainment venues, including movie theaters, bowling alleys, and arcades. Card rooms, indoor wineries, bars will also have to shut down in those counties, and restaurants will still be allowed to offer food for pickup or delivery. So make sure you're still supporting your local businesses, the local restaurants. We still got to support each other in this crazy time that we're living in. The order, he said, will be enforced for at least 3 weeks. So we got to go back on quarantine for another 3 weeks. And that's like full lock-in, like how we were when we started back in March. Newsom's Office of Emergency Services on Wednesday launched strike teams to help enforce the order. They will work with local health officials to target business that aren't complying. So if you have a business and you are not following the rules, just know they're coming for you. And I definitely don't want them to shut you down for good. So make sure you guys are following the rules, okay? And just when we thought things were slowly getting back to normal, we got to take 10 steps right back, because at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we are, considering everybody's safety. Because, I think, honestly, this is a good move. I know people will have recently tested for positive COVID-19, like in my inner circle, and out of respect for their privacy, I won't say who they are, but it's just hitting closer and closer to home. And it's just, and I'll be the first one to admit, I was one of those people who believed this was like conspiracy, and it still might be a conspiracy behind it. But, the virus is real, and it's affecting people. So I encourage everyone to do their part and wear your mask, even if you're not a fan of wearing your mask like me. Trust me, I do not like having something on my face, but I'm also not going to be, giving people a hard time. No shirts, no shoes, no mask, no service. That's pretty much it. You guys cannot. And if you can't wear a mask, guess what? They have those visors with what is it? That clear covering, like the face mask now. So it covers your whole face, and you can still breathe normally. It's just like a visor. So get what is right for you. But we got to do better, you guys. Like I said, I officially know people who have recently tested positive for COVID-19, and this is now officially hit home to me. So I just gonna pray for them and make sure stay positive for them, and I'm sure they're gonna get out of it. But we got to do better. And we gotta follow these rules. What do you think, Maria? Talk to me over there.
Well, things really weren't feeling the same anyway. I'm not going to lie. I went to a bar with, I'm not going to put nobody out there, but you know who you is. And it didn't really feel right.
It was a restaurant.
Well, whatever you want to call it. It didn't feel right. It felt weird. Not many people were in there. And then everybody was scattered around, but I felt really bad in my heart knowing that, like, I shouldn't be in here. So it just, I'm not ready for those type of places to be open. But, I mean, I don't know. How do you feel?
Well, me and you are together a lot.
Yeah.
And you always forget your face mask.
Always.
She gets off the car, she walks to the store, and I'll be waiting in the car, and then I see her coming back, and I'm like, she forgot her mask. And it's so funny.
Story of my life.
One time that happened to me at the gas station, and there's like a little gas station by my house that I usually walk in and I talk to the guy and see how he's doing, and I'm walking towards him and it's so funny the way he had like one elbow on, he was leaning and he was just looking at me and he was smiling. At first I thought he was smiling because he was happy to see me, but I think he was just ready to tell me like, you can't come in here. And so then right when I was about to walk in, I said, nope, I can't go in. So I went to the outside window and I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I forgot my mask. He started laughing. He's like, yeah, I was about to tell you something. And I was like, we just, it's still new. We got to get used to this. But, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do and stay safe. Hand sanitizer. We went and cleaned down these mics and headphones with Lysol.
Yeah, you got to be safe.
We do it before and after the shows, and we are definitely telling the rest of the shows to do it. So we're definitely following the rules. And it's just me and Maria, and I'm starting to limit the guests that I allow in here just for safety and everybody, being considerate. But tell me how you guys feel. How do you feel? Do you still feel that it's a fake conspiracy thing by the government, or do you believe it? Have you believed it from the beginning? Are you wearing your mask? Do you hate your mask? Talk to me. Hit me in the chat box. Let me know. Or if you want to call in and tell me something, 323-900-0478. This is Ladies Night Radio Show on the Good News Radio and Podcast Network. Ooh, okay. I swear, the more we do this, I'm like, before I used to be so like nervous and jittery, and I'm like, now I don't care. I'm like, I'm good. That's good.
Right.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. Did you want to say something, Maria?
No.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next segment of the night. That's right. It's Maria's favorite segment of the night. It is.
Don't be calling me no chismosa over here, girl.
Hey, I didn't say it. It was from your lips right there. All right, so I got some CHISME for you. If you're tuning in just for the CHISME, well, get ready, get your cup, and put your pinky up because it's about to get good. Yes. Recently, August. I don't know how to say his last name. I think it's August Saley. I don't even know. I'm not even going to try. But he's a musician. He recently sat down with the Breakfast Club, Angela Yee, to talk about his new album, The Product 3, State of Emergency. But the interview quickly took a turn with him claiming he had been in a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. Dun, dun, dun. That's right. You want to do it? There she goes. Wake up, Maria.
I was trying to look up the name so I could try to sound it out.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm sure our listeners will correct me. They can call in again or be in the chat box. So, after being introduced to her by her son, Jaden. So Jaden, her son, introduced them back in 2015. Ooh. And according to August, it lasted quite some time. August was emotional as he explained how Jada is the only person he's ever loved and how he devoted himself to her and poured himself into the relationship for many years. You can check out the interview. I'm sure it's still up there on YouTube. August also insists Will gave the relationship his blessing. So he said that Will Smith said, "You have my blessing. You can sleep with my wife."
There's no way in hell.
And okay, well, let him. It's his truth. It's his story. Will and Jada have been very public over the years about their open relationship. And I don't know how open it is, but I'm sure that they've dropped hints here and there. And the world has always been suspect of their relationship. But her team says the whole thing is made up. The singer claims walking away from his relationship with Jada when she butchered him and basically killed him. So it sounds for his part like he was really pretty deeply in love with her. These words that he's using describe the breakup. It's crazy. Jada Pinkett Smith says claims made by the singer August that the two had an affair that was greenlit by her husband, Will Smith, are absolutely not true. And this is a statement released to Page Six through her team. So, this is the news that I woke up to this morning. I think it was like the first thing that, I texted you, Maria, and I was like, did you see this story? And it was crazy, right?
Right. I would have loved to be a fly on that wall if that was going on. I really do believe that Jada might had rocked his little socks off. She a grown woman, knows what a woman wants, and he's in his 20s? I think he's like 26. Maybe 25 when it all started. So yeah, he's probably sprung. I think he said he's never, ever, ever felt that way for anybody before. So she rocked his boat. And that's bullshit because also on, with Jada, they have been exclusive open relationship for quite some time now. This has been something that's been talked about, and they say they don't they're life partners, but we know what life partners are, so they swingers.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, and it's a lifestyle for sure. We've, like, the public has always, like, it's been rumored that they have an open relationship, but they haven't flat out went into the public and said, yes, we have an open relationship. But there's just little hints that they've done here and there that they've, like, made us think like they got an open relationship, and I don't know. We're definitely going to be talking about that in the topics today, so I don't want to go too much into open relationships, but I want you to, go ahead and pin that in your head so that when we talk about it, you can tell me your perspective. Do you believe in it? Would you ever consider an open relationship lifestyle? I got questions, but yeah.
Well.
You got something to say over there, Maria? You are a hot mess. You know that? What?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to do
This damn board needs to get it together.
That was a late.
That would have came in perfect.
Oh, my God.
Whatever.
Y'all funny. Before we go into the next song, I was just looking at Maria, and she reminded me of something that I wanted to talk about. Okay. So Maria and I have currently been hustling and making some extra cash. We've been doing some Postmates, and we share stories. It's funny. So we shared a story yesterday, and I was cracking up. So I took my goddaughter, to Postmates with me, and in exchange, I help her. I give her some money, and I teach her how to drive. But my goddaughter, I swear, is like Maria. Like, the stories that we were sharing last night were hilarious. So we were picking up food, and my goddaughter will be like opening people's bags and like,
which is totally wrong, by the way. Jackie would be like, don't open their bag.
Yes, no, trust me, I was correcting her real quick, and I said, "Mama, don't open that bag, please. You don't want people to do that to your food, right?" But I'm sure people do it, and she, this is new to her, so she's just like, do you think they'll notice if I take this piece of bread? Like, I guess she's, you know what I mean? And then another thing, she was like, they won't mind if I take a piece of chicken. We went to Louisiana's. It was just funny. Like, she is a character, right? And so she was criticizing everybody's food. She's like, ew, why would they order this? Who orders a vegan cheese pizza with sausage links? Like, that don't make no sense. Like, she had me cracking up, but it was a fun day with her yesterday, and just hang out with her, and we had great conversations. But then later on, I learned Maria was doing similar things on her Postmate ride.
Well, I was the driver, and because the Postmates is really for my daughter, but she's just afraid to go by herself. So I offered to go ahead and just drive her around while she picks up, drops off. And I was at a red light, and you know how you just sitting at a red light, your mind kind of wanders. And I just happened to look down at the cup holder, and I saw a soda, not thinking that was a Postmate soda, and I grabbed the straw and was starting to like pluck it into the soda, and it was just like, oh my God, yeah. My daughter started laughing. So
she almost literally opened the straw and to put it in the drink. She almost drank somebody else's soda.
Yes. And then I had my little 12-year-old in the back talking about, "Ooh, that Yoshinoya, it smells good. Can we have that for dinner?" I was like, "This is a bad idea.
Leave
for us.
Home.
We're gonna come home looking like chonchas."
Oh my God. But yeah, so shout out to anybody who out here hustling and during this COVID-19. We're all doing what we can to survive. It's not easy. It is not easy. Right. For all you essential workers, I know that you guys were mad at first because you guys, had to work, but trust me, you guys, it's a blessing for sure to still be able to work.
I mean, I know some people that are happy that they haven't returned to work.
That are happy that they haven't returned.
They haven't. They're still on unemployment. Unemployment's giving that extra additional $600 on their check, and they're really like enjoying and not just sitting at home being lazy, like really brainstorming on their next move, like starting their own little business, using this time to like get themselves together. So. Yeah, it could be a blessing.
I think one of the best things is saving money because nothing's open.
Definitely, saving money. I have saved a lot of money. Don't come asking for none, but yeah, God has really blessed.
Wow! Oh my God, you're such a dork. But anyways, let's go ahead. Did you want to say something from the?
Well, thank you everybody that's in the chat box. Anna, I see you. Anna says that she wears a mask every day And she's used to it now. She said, but sucks that it's not a law, so you can't force or deny service. You actually can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can, because it's I don't know if it's a law, but I know that it is mandatory that if you're going to any store, department store, liquor store, going to eat, you have to wear a mask. No mask, no service. But yes, there are ignorant people out there that have allergies and they refuse to wear it. But it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I think it is mandatory, isn't it? That's what I heard.
Yeah. For the most part.
For you to shop and enter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read. I was pulling up something because I know that I saw it somewhere. Oh, here it goes. So it says, it's in the LA Public Health Instagram. They posted it. It says, cloth face coverings are now required. So when you are around people that are not in your household, you're supposed to be wearing your face mask. And except for, it says, please note that children 2 and under should not wear cloth face coverings, as well as people with certain health conditions or disabilities. But yeah, you are supposed to be wearing, it's mandatory, it's required. I don't know if it's a law, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they can do that.
It's really dumb for people not to wear it. Right now we're going through everything that we're going through, and people pretty much fighting against it is ridiculous. So if you don't want to wear it, stay home. Order Amazon, whatever it is that you need, order it online. For real.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I'm not a fan of the face mask either, but I do it because I'm being considerate, and if me putting a face mask can help, decrease the chances of people getting it, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my part. Stop being selfish, y'all.
For real.
All right, let's jump into tonight's topic. With the CHISME going on, and we had to talk about this. Let's bring it up. So, open relationship lifestyles. I want to know if any of my listeners out there have ever been in an open relationship, or have ever considered being in an open relationship lifestyle. And it's intriguing. I know that everybody, and we've talked about this in past shows, where open relationships can get tricky, but that's why you and your partner have to set the rules. And not every open relationship is the same. Everybody has their own rules. They what they decided that is fair for them. And I'm interested to see if would you ever consider doing it? Okay, I'll give an example. So I once dated a guy who did bring it up, and I did think about it, but I decided not to go with it. But I don't know, I did think about it because at the end of the day, it's a lifestyle, right? It's not for everybody, which is why I ended up declining it. But I really want to meet somebody who's lived that lifestyle. What are you looking at, Maria? Why are you squinting like that?
Oh, no. I'm in the chat box with Anna, and she just says it depends what city you are, and depends the company. So I'm just asking her, what city, has she been to that does not ask for people to wear masks inside of the store?
Oh, okay. I think she works in the West LA area, I think.
I thought she was going to be Orange County, but no.
Orange County, man, they are a hot mess up there.
Crazy. Oh, my God. I wish I was in one of those stores out there. I've been looking for a good fight, but
what? You really trying to fight somebody over a mask?
I think I should have been a boxer. Maybe I was in my past life. I don't know. I'm always down for a good fight.
When's the last time you got in a physical fight, Maria? Like a real physical fight?
A real physical fight?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
You think you still got it?
Oh, girl, you don't lose that. Come on now.
Yes, you can. You can get old. You can get tired. You can run out of breath. You be like, hold on. And then you start swinging again. You don't have the same adrenaline or that you had when you were 18, 19.
I get that. You might get tired, but shit, we're not going to go into that. That's
I don't know.
Topic.
Everybody think they can fight. Everybody think they can fight.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Okay. I hear you.
Ooh, should we set that up?
I don't like to brag, so it's okay.
Should we set that up?
With who? I'm not going to fight my sister.
No, not me. No, you're not going to fight me. We can put you in the ring with somebody. We can do a UFC match, a fight up in there. Not a UFC.
Boxing?
No. Which one's the MMA? The wrestling where all goes?
No, I didn't say I was a fucking wrestler. What the fuck? I got bad knees.
I'm not saying wrestler.
I'm going to come over here and wrestle nobody.
UFC
and
fighters.
I'm not going to fight nobody because you putting me in no damn ring.
Why?
Fighting is only for protection, Jackie.
Oh, well, you said you were ready to fight somebody over a mask.
Don't
and that's
come
not
for
protection.
me.
That's not protection.
It is, because you over here about to get, contaminate people.
No.
Protect yourself. Go back home. Take your ass back home.
You are a hot mess. That's you looking for a fight.
That is a good
That's
Karen.
you looking for
a good Karen.
You need to stop. Going back to open relationships. So if you don't know what an open relationship, let's see what the Google says. An open relationship include any type of romantic relationship, dating, marriage, etc. that is open. An open relationship is where one or more parties have permission to be romantically or sexually involved with people outside of the relationship. See, and I knew somebody that actually, that was thinking about it, that him and his girl did have an open relationship. The only thing is it could only be sexual. It couldn't be romantic. So they were allowed to have sex with other partners, but they weren't allowed to like go on dates with other people, because I guess that's a different type of connection.
Right. That's where like feelings, you're putting in work for. No, most people that do that it's only for the sex.
Not everybody. I'm telling you, everybody has a different type of open relationship. There's also couples out there that allow you to date other people and like have multiple, I think it was on Sex in the City where I don't know what episode it was, but it was like she was messing with somebody who was married, but he could have a girlfriend, and
do you think that those type of relationships really last? Most of those relationships are just for fun. Let's have an open relationship, because obviously you're not the person that I'm looking for.
Not necessarily. Maybe you both enjoy that lifestyle. Aren't there like a swingers club?
Eventually that shit gets sold. That's just my perspective.
Usually I get it. Usually people who are in the swingers club are like 50 and over. They're like in their 50s or 60s. You don't really see young people in swingers clubs.
Some, I've watched a few swinger porns, and yeah, they've had why are you laughing and choking on your drink? What's wrong with you? Not that that's like my specialty to go to, but I stumbled upon like, oh, what is this? And then there are some young kids, and that is pretty nasty, you damn hip. Like,
why is that nasty?
I don't know.
What is so nasty about it?
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate, because I already know you're gonna be gung ho for it not being for you or not and being wrong.
No, not that it's not for me and not wrong. I'm just saying, like, in your 60s, like you over here doing threesomes, it shouldn't be put on tape. That's what I'm saying.
Well, who's saying they put it on tape? Maybe they're actors.
Porn, like I just didn't.
Well, those are actors. That's what they do. But there's people that
then don't do it. Is what I'm saying.
No, what
Make
I'm
it sexy. That's not sexy.
What I'm saying is they're actors, so they're probably acting like they're swingers and they're acting like they're couples. But that's actors. We're talking about real people, real couples living this lifestyle. Why are you looking at me like that? Why?
Okay, I hear you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I heard you. Okay.
I cannot.
I'm just saying. It's just. I don't know. I'm a catch feelings type of person, so I can't see that being, not that it's not normal, but I can't see that going anywhere positive.
So if you
it could be cool for a year or two, but eventually you're gonna get tired of it, and you're gonna want
hey. And I'm going to use this as an example because everybody knows Sex in the City. So you got 4 women on there, and they're all different. And I love that show for that reason, because they gave different lifestyles, did different things, and they didn't judge on that show. You know what I mean? Their friends did a little bit, but for the most part, they still accepted their friends. But Samantha was the one on the show. I don't know. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Samantha,
yes, she was the oldest one, and she was the one that was...
Not the white girl, but the blonde.
She was not really into relationships.
Right.
She liked to be, I don't know what the word is, but she liked to just date and have fun and have
free.
Mm-hmm. She was sexually free with different partners, and she enjoyed that. And she even found a young guy, I remember in the movie, that she, that wanted to be with her, and even she just wasn't happy. For some people, relationships is just not for them. They want to be single forever. That's rare, but there's people like that exist.
Yeah.
And you usually find that with men, not so much with women, but yeah, it happens. It happens.
I get it, but well, whatever. To each his own. Eventually.
Okay, let's say Will Smith and Jada do have an open relationship.
I think that something happened there. I think that they were in love when they first started, but watching, because when you text me that, I did go online and watch a few clips, and at the Red Table Talk, I don't know if it was Will Smith, but she did say that she was cheated on a few times and made her step out. So I think that when she met Will, I don't know if Will cheated on her, but maybe it was something that was talked about, like, hey, I don't want you to cheat on me. and vice versa. So let's make it an open relationship.
Okay, so then that kind of, if you say that, then that kind of goes into a lot of these football wives, basketball wives, these rapper wives, these actors' wives know what they're getting into and signing up for, and they are like,
that's a different situation.
They're looking the other way.
Now you're trying to say that because you're marrying into somebody that is of what do you call it, title or whatever you want to say.
But that happens a lot.
It comes with it,
and the wives know. And the wives, for example,
they just turn the cheek, which is different.
Let me give you another example. And I'm not saying that T.I. and his wife Tiny have an open relationship. But she got upset after the girl was trying to make a fool of her. Because I think in the video, I forgot what video, she was like talking about, like, I think she knew that he was cheating on, like, he had other girls, but this was the first one to be disrespectful and out of line. Like, she was like, you better check her or something like that.
Hell no, there's no fucking way in the world.
I'm going to find that video.
Crazy.
I'm going to find that video.
I get what you're saying. Tiny is crazy. There's no way in the world that Tiny is going to be open to an open relationship.
I didn't say it was open relationship, but it's kind of like what you said,
if you
look the other cheek.
If you're talking about what happened recently with, was it Mayweather? Where she was messing around with Mayweather, and so he stepped out, and they were playing this step out game on each other before they got back together. Mm-hmm. Then yeah, but I don't see Tiny turning the other cheek, not at all. And you don't think these wives, these like basketball wives, football wives, know that their husbands are with other women? I'm sure that they do catch him because and then
they stay with them.
Yes, most of them. And then most of them, like, get impregnated, have that baby. Because, some of these women do go into prenups. So most of them do wait to have a baby and then leave them.
No.
Just saying.
I think a lot of these women that end up dating these, like, professional players kind of know what they're setting themselves up to.
Hoping that they're the one.
Yes. And that they can change them.
I get it. But when they can't.
But that's a little different because then that's like... That's the man's, in his head, he has an open relationship. But, don't even let his wife look at another man. Because then he going to be butthurt, crying in the corner like, my wife thinks this other man is handsome. Yeah, or why are you flirting? Like, you slept with 20 women and you mad because she is flirting with this guy at the bar?
What I don't understand is, okay, if you don't want to be in a relationship, then just, like, have them as your fuck partner and live separately and do your thing. Like, why do all this open relationship bullshit? I don't get it.
Well,
for stability, for like to show your parents, oh yeah, I'm with somebody, I'm married. Like, it makes no sense. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Jada. Like, I do believe that she really, like, turned this young man in. I mean, turned him out and fucked the shit out of him and made him fall in love with her
while she was with Will.
Recently, and Will did give his blessings. I do believe that because. They are that type of couple.
So you think that they are
for years?
So you think that they're in an open relationship?
I watched a few of their
Red Table Talks,
not Red Table Talks, interviews.
Okay.
And Will in one of his interviews said, like, we're going to be life partners forever. Whatever, if ever anything happens, she's like, I got her forever. Like, mm-hmm. He didn't say I love her. He didn't say like, that's my wife. He was talking like, if anything ever happens, like, I got her forever. So obviously they have this open relationship, but it's hidden. You know what I mean? And this young boy, because he's in his 20s. Like, fuck, he just freaking grew up like 5-6 years ago. And he's like pouring his heart out because he thought like, oh, maybe I can take you from him. He was so butthurt
in that interview.
Yes. And so her people are trying to defend her name, like her who she is, you know what I mean? Like, she was just becoming like a Oprah and, up in that area. Like, she was working her way up there. And so that's really fucking up her name, especially because she's messing with a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Not in the 30s, not in the like almost 30, like he just freaking got to the mid 20s. And that just doesn't look right on her part. So yes, she's trying to do everything to deny it and make it seem like it's not, it didn't happen. And guess what that's doing to him? That's fucking burning the shit in his heart. Like, oh, I thought we had something. I thought it was special. And that's why he's coming out saying what he's saying. What you laughing at?
Nothing. I wasn't laughing.
Okay.
I wasn't laughing at all.
Thought you were reminiscing over here.
I'm not.
You got a 20-year-old somewhere, girl? What you want to talk about?
Well. I mean, what? No, I'm not even going to that conversation yet because that can be another show. But I was gonna say, well, how would you feel if I walked in with a 21-year-old? Like,
do your thing. Just
we're
deny him when
married.
hey, you know what? You talking to somebody that married somebody is 4 years younger than you.
4 is not where I'm at. Like the big difference with me would be what, 15 years younger than me.
Jackie, if you're happy, do your thing. Just all I could tell you right now is freeze your freaking eggs. That's all I'm gonna tell you, because
that shit
eventually
is
you're gonna want kids. Well, just saying, freeze your freaking eggs.
Oh my god!
I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with age difference in a relationship at all, as long as it's not 14 and 35. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, if the person is in his mid 20s and up, then do your thing. No problem to it. If a 30-year-old wants to date a 60-year-old, that's not my, like, fuck, shit. The penis must still be working in some way, or the stack of cheese must be, like, looking good. Like, it's got, come on. No. Just saying.
No.
No?
No, I mean, no. Anyways, I'm not even trying to answer all that. But going back to open relationships, you would really never consider it?
No. I'm too territorial.
Okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. What if...
Because what if she's, like, doing him better than I am? Not saying that I'm not, like, bad. Like, I'm awesome if you ask me. But, I mean, it's just the fact of thinking, like, there's another woman touching my man. Like, I don't know. No. I couldn't do it.
What if...
I don't put other people down, but I couldn't do it. Me, myself, no.
What if you're... Okay, I'm going to give you an example. What if your partner and you got married and you were married for like 10 years and then they were in a terrible car accident that left them, what is it called? From the waist down? Paralyzed from the waist down. And he gave you permission to have sex with other men because he couldn't pleasure you in that way, but he wouldn't want you to date anybody romantically. Would you do that? Would you consider it?
No, because again, I have feelings and I want to be
But he's
loved.
giving you a green light. He says, look, babe, I love you and I know that I can't pleasure you in bed because, my accident, but I want you to be fulfilled in bed. I'll watch, but
no, fuck that shit.
Wait a minute, let me finish.
No, you killed me with your watch.
Okay,
if you're gonna watch, we're gonna
let's take out the I'll watch. He won't watch, but he's giving you a green light, a pass. You have a hall pass, but he's just saying you can't date other men.
You kidding me, Jackie?
I'm giving you an example.
I get your example. I completely understand your example.
You don't even let me finish.
It's karma.
He's giving you a green light,
and that could be God testing me. No, because I can be having he can die, right? Okay, the day in 3 years, 2 years, whatever, he dies, and then guess what? I come down with I don't know, I get remarried and then I come down with really bad disease, like cancer, whatever, knock on wood. And then what? Like I have a spouse doing the same thing. Like, no, I'm not doing that. If we cannot have sex and the love is lost where, I can't buy a pump to raise it up, or you cannot do your thing with like a dildo or whatever to pleasure me and just lay there with me, then no, then if the love is gone, then yes, move on. We're going to leave each other. We're going to do our thing. And I'm always going to love you and take care of you and be there for you. But if I'm not, hell no. You mean to tell me, Jackie, that you will be okay? You mean to tell me? No, it's not.
Talk to me.
Wait, it is or whatever. What the fuck you just said? I can do it. If you would be that person in a freaking wheelchair and your husband,
if I was in the wheelchair,
yes, and your husband.
Wait, why is my mic? Why is yours louder than mine?
Because I'm loud as fuck. And your husband, who you love and adore, right? Okay. And fucking like you live for him, and y'all were in a car accident, and you become the person in the wheelchair, and you like tell him this.
Tell who?
Your husband.
Okay. That
he can go and get himself off with other women,
mm-hmm.
and you sit there in a wheelchair until like 2-3 o'clock at night.
You are painting it so sad
because that's how it's going to be for you.
Okay.
See, you're not thinking it from the person that's sitting in the wheelchair. You're thinking
No, I was
it
giving
from
you
the
an
person
example
that's
for
gonna
you
go and get it
because you're
popping
so
and all
shot.
that.
You're so like down to
I
like shut
can't
it
do
down.
that. Yeah, no, I can't do that to somebody. I can't, because at the end of the day, like, everybody.
Okay, what if he's not paralyzed and he has a green light too? You have a green light.
Then we shouldn't be together. I mean, we shouldn't live together. We could just be F buddies, like fuck buddies. We could just, fuck. If that's what you want, then okay, we could be fuck buddies. We're not gonna be together.
What if you got married?
We can have an open relationship and know that you're not my man, I'm not your girl, and I can do what the fuck I want to do.
While you're married?
Oh, while you're married. Not happening. It's not happening. I'm not. No.
What?
I can't. I'm too territorial on my shit. Like, don't
I mean, I
come
get
for
it.
my
I'm just
shit.
trying to play devil's advocate because I know you're so like against it. So I have to give you scenarios of where you can.
Well, I shut all them motherfuckers down.
What?
All your scenarios.
Well, I get it. You're just already like closed-minded about it, but you have to like. I'm gonna bring somebody that's been in an open relationship to the show so you can hear their perspective because it's not the way that people envision
Ain't
it.
gonna change a thing.
I'm not telling it to change your mind. I'm just saying so that you can understand because I feel like the way you think about it in a negative way. You're like, why would they be together instead of maybe?
No. Don't get me confused.
Don't get you confused about the what because you said that. Why should they even be together?
Okay, but you're saying like, in my perspective, from who I am, I would not do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to sit here and judge the next person that is doing it because that's their life. They're not bothering me. So whatever, to each his own. That's just not how I roll. So you're asking me personally. I'm not going to do that. I don't roll like that.
Okay, well, but you already mad at Jada and Will for living this life.
I am not.
Why are they even together?
Well, no, I didn't say that. I said that they've been having an open relationship for quite some time. I said for people that are going to have open relationships, why are you even together?
Because they want to experience this together. For whatever reason, it's their lifestyle.
I can feel that. Okay.
It's not your lifestyle to understand. It's theirs. If they're happy, then let them be happy.
I
If
agree.
Will and Jada want to mess with other people, but still say we are. What were you saying? We are connected to each other. Like we're linked together. We're our people. Like if you need an emergency, like I love you, but like maybe they're just I don't know. People in Hollywood do some crazy shit. You know that,
right?
You know what I mean? Like we hear all these stories. So it is what it is. It's just a lifestyle.
Would you be able to do it?
I told you I thought about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
This guy that I dated, I thought about it. You said good.
I mean, it's your life.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad you thought about it. Okay. But every open relationship would be something different. Everybody has their own rules. So if me and that like partner, we would establish our own rules. Like, okay, we could do this. We could do this. We cannot do this. Don't do that. Stuff like that.
Okay, so I knew a couple that had an open relationship, and in their open relationship, they were not supposed to mess with that other person unless they were together.
So they weren't supposed to have a threesome without the other person being there.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Without one of them being present.
Well, that's their rules
around.
because some open relationships don't work like that.
Right. So let's just say like that. That happened. It broke them up. Like, what would you do? How would you feel?
How would I feel about what?
If you had that,
if they broke the rule, then
yeah, if you're mad, like you can't bring this person back unless I'm here.
Then if we both agreed on it, then that would be it.
What would be it?
If we both agreed that was the rule, that was our understanding, then we would both respect that. If one of the other person did,
but let's say they didn't respect it.
That's what I'm saying. If one of the other person broke the rules, quote unquote, then that's also betrayal because it's like we've already opened this relationship and this communication. Like we should be able to communicate this, and if for you to do that, that's betrayal. That's like, yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah.
So
then would you leave them?
It depends. Every situation is different. You can't just say, yeah, I'm gonna leave them. Every relationship is different, but I mean, at the end of the day, it depends. Were we married? We're not married. Like how long we were dating. Everything happens. Like it's hard to say. Like, yeah, I'm gonna leave them. I can say that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them.
Living
what?
Living boyfriend? Would you like?
That's nothing. You can always move out. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. All right, we don't want to take too much time on that. my question to you, would you guys ever consider, or have you ever been in an open relationship? Please let us know in the chat box, or call in if you just want to yell at Maria. 323-900-0478.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. Nobody's trying to yell at me, but thank you, Anna. Anna said, hell nah, what's mine is mine, LOL. I agree with Maria.
Right. I mean, but that's your relationship. There's a lot of people out there. Like, of course, nobody's going to force you guys to be in an open relationship. What I'm trying to tell you is, like, you can't really prejudge these other people's relationships. You can't. I've met a lot of people and they all have like unique relationships, and I don't judge it. I just listen and like, oh, okay, I get it. Would that work for me? Some things no, some things yes, I get it. But at the end of the day, you have to find what makes you happy, what kind of relationship you want, and you can't settle just because your partner wants that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Sometimes these people are just not happy within themselves, and they can't find, love.
Or they're just really sexual people who want to be pleasured in different ways, and maybe people watch. Like, some people they enjoy being watched while having sex. I've met people who love having sex in like public spaces where they're going to get a rush from getting almost caught, or actually people actually watching them. Everybody gets turned on by different things.
I get that. That's a different thing. Yes.
Sandra just texted me. She said, can you see her comments?
No.
Check that.
She's probably in
Check the other
Springer.
one. Check the chat box up there. And the black screen on the right corner says chat. See if she's in there. If you guys are putting a chat box, make sure you're in the app. I don't know if she's in the app.
Yeah, she's not in the.
No, we can't see your comments, Sandra.
Is she still on your live?
No, I'm not on live.
Oh, you deleted the live?
Yeah, I should have done. I only leave it for a few minutes because I want people to come into the chat box. But
okay,
all right.
Well, if you're listening, go to the Good News Radio app, download it, and go to the chat box.
They know. I told them.
Obviously, Anna doesn't.
Sandra
doesn't know.
No, she's in the chat box, but she's saying her messages are not going through. That's what it is.
Well,
so that's why we want you guys to donate, so we can upgrade our app and improve these little glitches that we need improvement.
Good job, Jackie. Way to bring that in.
Yeah, That's what it's about. That's where your money's going to go if you donate $1. Donate $1, donate $2, and it'll help us improve our app for all of you guys and make your experience listening to us a way better experience. But moving on, we got to move on to the next segment, which is women's safety. Women's safety tips. And if you're in the chat box and you're a woman and you're, however old you are, but mostly if you're over the age of 30, because you've lived life a little bit more than these 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds, I would love for you guys to give some tips for women. And these are tips and conversations that we have with our friends, our cousins, our sisters, our daughters, our nieces. What are some tips that women should know? Like, especially, think about if you're talking to like your niece who's 18 and going off to college, or, just what kind of advice do you give? And the reason I say this is because I read a story of a trend that was going on of men, because human trafficking is freaking real and crazy and sad. And this is how they get us, but that's why we got to stay safe and alert so we don't end up, in the whole human trafficking scheme. But there was a story that I read that men are in parking lots and they can be in the malls and grocery store parking lots and underground parking lots, and they're targeting women that they see that are arriving alone. And let's say they're going into a Target, right? So let's say I'm the man and I'm just targeting single women that are driving up alone. And I see that there's a woman, she goes to Target. As soon as she goes into the store, I walk by her car and I put something on her windshield. I put a zip tie around her rear view mirror. And that pretty much tells my partner in crime, whoever, that, this person is a single woman, by herself. So now they're going to park by you. They're going to set you up. And we've seen videos of this happen. And it puts you at risk, because then it's like, okay, so when the woman comes out of the store, she sees this thing on her car, if it's on her passenger side windshield or on her driver's side or around her zip tie, and she's like trying to get it off. She's so distracted with that she doesn't even see that these people come behind her and kidnap her. And then boom, she ends up, in harm's way. So we got to make sure that we are, just kind of relaying these safety tips that we've learned along the way along our life, to share them with our younger listeners. So, Maria, do you have one that comes to your mind right now at this very moment of something that you'd want to share?
I want to say when I was like maybe in my early 20s, we were having like not a hotel, a motel. There's a difference, right?
Oh, shit.
Momo party. And, I had just pulled up
Momo
with the
party
drinks from the liquor store. You young, you can't afford a hotel, so you go to the Momo.
I
Pay
never
like
did a Momo party.
$40, and everybody just.
I never did a
hangs out in the
Momo
room.
party.
Okay, whatever. Well, there's a first for everything. So for you to.
Who want to have a Momo party with me?
I'll have one with you and take your ass up in there and let you feel what it feels like.
Oh, hell no.
So we were getting off the car and we were getting the stuff off. I'm talking to my homegirl, and then all of a sudden I look at her because she got really quiet and she like pulling out of her seat, and she's like, and I said, "What's wrong with you?" And then she like pointed, and as I was turning, there was literally like a knife to my neck. And so immediately, I mean, if that guy was really there to like do some damage, he would have already like slashed my neck by now. But immediately, like, I jumped up and I like slithered my way on the passenger side, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yelling for the homeboys to come outside, right? Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? You don't know. Like, at that time, I felt like I was big and bad. So
untouchable,
me,
like
blah,
most
blah, blah, blah.
18-year-olds do.
And so, like, I grabbed one of the beer bottles that I had in my hand, and he was in I don't want to say a bum,
homeless,
but a homeless guy, and he was like, I'm sorry," and he just like backing up, and by that time, like, all my friends came downstairs and they were like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's kind of like he like double thought about it, but if he really wanted to take my life at that time, I would not be sitting here telling you this story.
That's crazy.
So I mean, praise God or whoever was in his head at that time and make him reflect. But yes, one of my things that I always tell my girls because of this, whenever you're walking or pulling into anywhere, and it wasn't even lit up, like it had like one light back there, was in the back. And look at your surroundings before you even get off your fucking car. Like, look at your surroundings.
Yes.
What does it look like? You might even it might even look clear and you get off your car, but just be ready. What if it doesn't? Like, what if it's not? So that's one thing I always tell my daughters, like, make sure you have something in hand, not your purse, not a bag, like, in case you gotta do something or protect yourself. And I know that you coming to the grocery store or coming back home, but call whoever's at home and meet you downstairs.
Definitely, I agree with definitely looking at your surroundings, wherever you go, even if it's a quick run to 7-Eleven, the gas station, Target, anywhere that is like you're in your normal routine. You should always be looking at your surroundings of who's around, and make sure you lock your doors right after, and then just stay safe. Another thing that I was going to try to say, I forgot. I was going to say it right now. If you can, carry a mace, a knife with you when you're walking from your destination to your car to destination, just to have it. If you don't have anything, somebody did tell me you should have your keys between your fingers, so that if somebody does come for you, you can like scratch them in the face with it. Or my sister earlier was saying put like a brick in your purse or something heavy, and you can slap them with the purse. But sometimes you don't have that time to do all that, so you gotta think quick. So yeah, it's crazy. And then if you go to parties, I always tell my nieces, do not take drinks from anybody, even if they're your friend and they're like a guy friend, even girls sometimes. Like, you want to make sure that if they're going to get you a drink, you go to the bar with them.
Yes.
You see the bartender serve your drink, you grab your drink. Because
you drink it until you go dance. If you go dance, you take it with you and you keep it in front of you. Because even when you're drinking,
dancing,
you got your hands up,
people can slip it.
Somebody can just slip it into your drink. Mm-hmm. Like, you really have to be attentive of your fucking surroundings. Yeah.
And it's crazy because I remember in the guys before, I've been like, why do you girls always drive around and try to get close parking? You guys are so lazy. It's like, it's not about being lazy. It's the fact that we want to be safety. These are things that men don't think about, that women constantly have to think about, is being safe. We have to park close because we want to make sure we're still in the light. We're in vision of where, like, store security, whatever. Because at the end of the day, we are targets for mostly human trafficking or just harmful ways.
And see, that's one of the things that I have to work on, because I don't think about that. I just park wherever there's parking. If I gotta walk, like, at the end of the parking lot, and I see it as, okay, I'm gonna get my steps in. But when I do come out and it does become dark, like let's say I'm at the mall and it does become dark, I'm thinking like, fuck, shit, let me hurry up and get in my car. And the girls start making fun of me. Mom, you're so scary. You don't even know what type of mom you have. No,
Right.
I'm not scary. I
Right.
just know what the hell where we're at. Get your butt in the car and hurry up.
Sandra says she always carries a rock in her purse when she's alone. And what's crazy, Sandra, like I might have to start using that because I don't want to say too much on the air, but like I go to a lot of places by myself and I'm used to it, you know, but I do when I go places by myself, but I'm usually meeting people, friends. So if like I have like my girlfriends or guy friends and I'm like, I text them, hey, I'm leaving, or hey, I just
Yes,
parked.
communication.
I
So
communicate
they
every
know
time.
when to expect
So they kind of know my timeline. And then I'll be like, hey, I'm here. Come outside and come, you know, meet me halfway. Especially if it's a place that I've never been to before. I'll be like, can you meet me outside? And I don't care. Like, I'm going to say that. I don't care if I'm annoying. My safety is important.
So Sandra also just said, she said, check your tires and inside the car before going into your car. I disagree with that because especially after that video that I just saw and how quick and fast and easy it is for somebody to get
Well, I don't know
hold
about
of
the tires, but I get the whole back seat. You can really quickly glance in your back seat.
But
that's why you shouldn't have too much stuff back there.
Oh, girl.
Maria.
Really?
I didn't say what was back there. I just said stuff. But it's true. You should literally be able to check your back seat for stuff that you know, for people. Make sure you didn't have somebody. Okay, you're going to be done. I'm a stalker.
Put out my business.
I didn't say nothing.
What I have in the back of my truck.
Here we go. This is why she can't run the board because she be taking advantage of it. Anyways, but yeah.
Wow.
You done?
One more.
That was not on the script for you to put.
That's okay. Neither was my car.
I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you so bad. Look, we're running out of time, but for sure, we're going to try to go ahead and put another list for safety tips for women. Please, please, please share this with your friends, your family, you know, and just as a reminder, if you have little nieces or cousins or, you know, your friends, daughters are going off to college, give them these advice, give them these tips, even if they like act like they already know and they don't want to hear it. Trust me, they're always listening and it helps. We got to keep relaying this message to make sure that the women, the young ladies are staying safe out there because, you know, we've all been in sketchy situations and we want people to learn from our mistakes and learn so that they, you know, don't get caught up in situations like that.
Can I just say that Anna also said, watch your surroundings and pay attention to people's profile and what they are wearing.
Yes.
So, yes, I completely agree with that.
Well, explain that a little bit, Anna. Like, what do you mean? Like, if they're wearing hoodies, if they're wearing, like, bags on them with, like, stuff?
I think she's probably talking about if she ever has to, like, they tried something and then later on she has to give information. She said her dad always got mad. My dad always got mad at me for doing that until I explained to him why I always look around. From what I get from that is that she always thinks, like, you know, in case something goes down, they try something on her, she knows like
how to describe them. I feel it. So Sandra also says that a girl at Ross in Downey, California, went outside and saw her tires were low. Good thing that she was close to the store doors, and under a light, she felt something was wrong and went quickly back into the store and called for help. Her tires were slashed. Yeah, that's crazy too.
Yeah,
that's crazy too. If forever, like, you feel like a gut feeling that's what women were blessed with, was our women intuition.
Yes,
if you feel
exactly.
something is not right,
Preach.
Don't be scared to ask for help. I've before in the past have asked security to, like, can you walk with me to my car? Like, that's what they're there for.
Right.
Security is there for our safety. So even though they're not real police officers, hey, there's still at least one more person that security that can help you in these situations. So don't be scared to ask for help and say, hey, security, can you walk me, you know, or get assistance, something like that. Just even if it's a Target, you know, somebody like, hey, you know, sometimes those cashiers will ask you if you need help to your car. And if you feel scared, even if you don't need help, say yes. Yeah. Yes, I need help to my car. Yeah. And so you have somebody at least walking with you, especially if you have like a gut feeling. If you saw somebody in the parking lot looking sketchy earlier, like, don't take any chances. You know, I get it. You can fight. You can do this. You've kicked people's asses. But at the end of the day, sometimes we can't control it. Like if it's a knife, a gun, if it's 2 men, 3 men, like you're going to be out of your element and you're not going to be able to fight them off. So safety first, ladies. Safety first.
And what if that security looked fine as hell? It all ties in with your open relationship. You just fall into his arms. You say, I need to
Oh my God. Yes, Sandra. She says, go with your gut feeling. For sure. That's what God blesses with, is women intuition. Well, that's pretty much wraps it up. Of course, before we go, we have to go ahead and play a quick game time. I love this game. I'm just going to ask Maria really quick. It's 5 seconds, Maria. You ready to play 5 seconds?
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not the answer. Really quick. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me put 5 seconds on the clock.
Let me
Are you ready?
This is perfect for you. Act up. Come ass up.
I don't know what you're saying. Were you trying to sing right now? Okay. Oh my God. Are you done? You ready? Okay. Here we go. Game time real quick. We're going to go ahead and mess with Maria. Maria, you have 5 seconds to name 3 things. If you get this incorrect, you will have to do 10 push-ups after the show. If you get it correct.
What the fuck? No,
you get bragging rights.
Can I drink my water?
Sure. Okay. And 10 push-ups. Here we go. You have 5 seconds. Ready? Maria,
do not say nothing that has to do with history.
Oh my God. She's telling me what to say. Anything else? All right, Maria. Here we go. You have 5 seconds to name 3 green vegetables. Go.
Asparagus, broccoli, and spinach.
Ooh, just in time.
Hey, can you do the push-ups if I got it right?
No.
I should have asked that first.
All right. Well,
okay, wait, hold up. I got one for you.
Okay.
I got one for you.
Okay.
And if you get this wrong, you can do the push-ups.
Okay, I'll do them.
Okay.
I'm not scared.
Is the clock on?
Ready?
As a matter of fact, I don't even.
All right, go for it.
Let me put the clock on myself.
She should have been ready already. Well, while she's getting that ready, so it's Wednesday, you guys. Woman Crush Wednesday. Today we have some celebrity birthdays in the house. If today's your birthday, happy birthday, July 1st. If you have a birthday today, you are sharing a birthday with Missy Elliott, who turns 49 years old today. Yes, 49. Go ahead with your best self, Missy Elliott.
That's my girl right there.
I know. And of course, we also have another birthday, Pamela Anderson. She turns 53 years old. Pamela Anderson, dang, she is a part of our pop culture. Don't give me that side eye, Maria. Stop it. Anyways, today is Cancer birthdays. Today's horoscope is you can be a little more sensitive to criticism than usual. Decisions may also be hard to come by as we tend to doubt ourselves or the effectiveness of our ability to solve problems. It can be hard to read the intention behind the words used to communicate. However, our missteps can point us into our vulnerabilities. Cancer, you can find that your dreamy nature conflicts with the planned and steady. This conflict of interest may be creating some tension that will be difficult to work with. Your emotions are apt to deceive you, so try not to get pulled off course by a passing whim. Try to keep your feelings well grounded. Shout out to all the birthdays in Cancer. Sending you love. All right, Maria, it's your turn. Go ahead and give me my question. 5 seconds.
All right, here we go. 5 seconds. The clock will start after I ask the question.
After you finish the question, yes.
After I finish, whatever. Okay, you know what the hell I was trying to say.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Name 3 Mariah Carey songs. Go.
Fantasy, One Time Baby, and Give It to Me. I don't know.
I feel like you made that shit up.
You can't prove it. You can't prove it.
I remember Fantasy, Give It to Me, and one made up. I'm gonna make all that shit up, and then I'm gonna need you to do the push-ups.
All right. Well, cheers to all of you. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Thank you guys for tuning in today to Ladies Night. You can catch us here every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30. We're gonna be going twice a week, double the pleasure. And yeah, we love you guys. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Please share us with your friends and family. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio. And just remember one thing, ladies. You are enough.
Hey, you are enough. Happy birthday, Missy Elliott.
Yes, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Missy Elliott. This is out to you.
And Pamela Anderson.
But we're going out with Missy Elliott. Happy birthday. She does not look 49.
Yes.
Get it. We'll see y'all Friday. Oh, really quick, put it down. Put me back on. Really quick, just FYI, for if you're tuning in Friday, we will be having a guest. His name is Cesar Leo. He was on here last Friday. He's coming back for more with his unpopular opinions. So make sure you guys check us out Friday. See y'all then.
Hey.
See y'all then.
Switch my style. Holla. People sing around. Now people gather around. Now people jump around.